Hello, I'm Dalton Rose. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been with AT&T mobile service for about 22 years, I guess. And the plan that I was on back then, they don't have anymore. I mean, my service every month is like $58 a month, not counting the phone. But there's a limited amount of megabytes I could use, or gigabytes, or however they measure it. And using my phone to surf the internet and stuff was using up my minutes. And a couple of times, about 3 times last year, they charged me an extra $15 for like the last day of service before the month, end of my service month. And so when I got this new phone, what I did, I kept the old phone. It had been acting up, and the service guy at the AT&T office said that the old phone's battery was no good. It was swelling, causing the problems in hanging up, losing connection with my Bluetooth headphones, which had around my neck, phone right here, and still losing connection. And it was the battery. So I got the new phone, kept the old phone, got on a little case, a little carrying thing here. Put it on my, oh, it's dirty. The lens is dirty. But I surfed the net with this old phone. Used my old phone for phone calls. I surfed the net with Wi-Fi, so I'm not using my megabytes surfing the net. That's what I do with my old phone. My new phone, I took the carrying case off, and I sewed some little loops in here, all 4 corners. So I can wear this thing around my neck. I can turn it sideways if I want to, by unclipping it. Well, easier said than done. And reclipping it on the old corner. So when I'm walking down the street, if I want to videotape something, I can videotape it right here. And because I didn't want to carry my phone in my back pocket. I'm a truck driver. I was a truck driver, and I might forget about it and sat down on it. I was afraid I was going to break it, so I just prefer to carry it around my neck, and that's what I've been doing. Gosh, last year, a little bit more information. Last year, we had a mouse get in the house. And he was in the house for like 10 days. We tried to catch it with live traps. Couldn't catch it. Put out some mouse traps to kill it. Couldn't catch it. And my wife mentioned that you can't use cheese in a mouse trap because cheese is not in nature. And I thought about that for a moment. I went out in the front yard and got an acorn from my neighbor's yard. Well, actually, it was his tree in my yard. Broke the acorn up, took that meat, that nut, put it in the mouse trap, set it. And about 20 minutes later, we had a dead mouse, using what nature gave us. If you have trouble with mice, one of the buffet type meals that they eat is insects. Get you a little wire tie for like your bread, feed it through the little loop, put your dead grasshopper on there, put the wire tie over it, wrap it around, set the trap. It'll work. Anyway, this is what we do with our little mouse trap. We ain't had a problem since then, but so we got 3 cats, and we had mouse problems. That one mouse, but we had a problem with it. And the reason we had trouble with it is the cat brought it in and turned it loose to play with it. A couple of years ago, we had another big cat, a big yellow cat. And his name was Sam. And we had a little schnauzer. Well, in the middle of the night, that little schnauzer was making noise and come to the bedroom, try to get us to come out, see what was going on. My wife finally came here to the dining room, and old Sam had his paws up next to the wall. and that mouse was in between. And that mouse would run over, he would slap it. He'd run over to the other side, he would slap it. Playing ping pong with this little mouse. And it jumped over his paw, he caught it, put it back in the middle, playing ping pong with it. Crazy cats. Anyway, this is a short video. One more thing. Hiccups. Somebody has the hiccups. This will work about 19 times out of 20. Sometimes you'll get somebody that doesn't have a bashful bone in their body and it won't work. Or they're so familiar with you, it won't work. But when they have the hiccups, get in front of their face and say, hiccup for me. One time. And they can't do it. Several years ago, me and my two of my grandkids, the two boys, we were going through Carlsbad Caverns. Back behind us was a family of 4. And one of the girls had the hiccups. And they kept gaining on us, but we kept hearing them. And the hiccup was echoing off the walls. Finally, we got to a wide spot, and we stopped and waited for the girl. And I said, which one of you two have the hiccups? One girl said, I do. The other girl said, she does. Anyway, I said, I'm going to get rid of it for you. Hiccup for me, one time. And she couldn't do it. And I kept trying, come on, you can do it. Just relax and hiccup. And she couldn't do it. I told this story to my dad. And he went to the Shed, a little restaurant in Edom, Texas. And the waitress had hiccups. So he reached in his wallet, took out a $1 bill, handed it to her, said, I'll give you $1 for you if you hiccup for me. $1 if you hiccup. And the girl's eyes got big. It was only $1, but it's not that. She couldn't hiccup. So he reached in his wallet, took out another $1, and said, I'll give you $2 if you hiccup for me. Come on, you were doing it a while ago. You've been doing it for the last 5 minutes. Give me a hiccup. And she couldn't do it. I've done this thing, I guess, 7, 8, 9 times. Different people. And it works. Anyway, this is a little short video. Just for the fun of it. Anyway, have a good day.